You know, I just never thought something like this was gonna happen to me. I'm way in over my head.
I just can't live like this.
Money management may be something you don't think about too often. You may see saving or investing your earnings as unimportant, rich person things. But a basic knowledge of saving and investing can keep you solvent in hard times. Glenn Walker is a promising musician who didn't really think about saving, but then he encountered unforeseen circumstances, and his negligence caught up with him.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Glenn Walker. I'm 26 years old, and I'm a professional saxophonist.
So are you doing all right financially?
Well, not really. The biggest thing was I had an injury. My collarbone was broken in 3 places, and I had to go to the hospital. I was only there for 2 or 3 days, but the bills are really more than I expected, and I never realized that, something like this could happen to me, especially, I'm only 26. I thought I'd have time to save. So, right now, I'm not doing too well with these hospital bills. I haven't been able to pay them.
You didn't have health insurance?
Well, I am a saxophonist. I'm a musician. The pay isn't great, and no, I don't have health insurance. I can barely cover my auto insurance.
Another option for saving long-term is a certificate of deposit, also known as a CD. These savings accounts are risk-free because they're insured by the Federal Depository Insurance Corporation. They differ from typical savings accounts in that they have a fixed term and a fixed level of interest, and money is typically left in them for the full duration of that term until it reaches maturity, at which point it can be withdrawn with full interest.
Look, what I've realized is that the mentality you need for life isn't that you're just going to be able to skate through it. I mean, you need to have an emergency fund. You need a way to recover if something goes wrong.
Normal savings are important as an emergency fund, but there are all sorts of eventualities which must be planned for. For example, college. The Spocks are a middle-class family with a brilliant son, Steve.
I got a 2270 on the SAT, a 34 on the ACT. I've gotten all 5s on my AP test so far, so I've gotten 5 on AP Language, AP Music Theory, and AP Calculus BC. I've got a 3.8 GPA, 97 average.
However, Stephen and Maria Spock have been less than smart with their plans for his college savings.
I mean, we couldn't be more proud of Steve. He's everything a parent could wish for. He's good at his, academically, he's great at band, he excels at everything he does.
He really does. He makes us so proud. This summer, for instance, he went to this Duke program, and he absolutely loved it. He was studying math, things I don't even understand.
He fell in love with Duke, and we just feel bad because we can't send him to a college like that, and he loves it so much, and it's just so hard to think about.
Another way to save for higher education is by using a 529. A 529 is a state-mandated form of saving that is essentially the same as a regular savings account set aside for only college funding. Each state mandates their own specific 529 system, but one can own a 529 in one state and use it for college payments in any other state. The Coverdell account is one that is most useful for parents of future college students. With a Coverdell account, up to $2,000 can be put away per year toward college tuition and other associated costs of school, like books and supplies. By using a Coverdell, money grows tax-free and can make a huge dent on the costs associated with higher education. Another of those eventualities is retirement, when you will lose your regular income stream from a job and rely on savings and investments. Unfortunately, some people, like Reginald Buckley, think that they can rely on Social Security, but this is not responsible.
My name is Reginald Buckley. I'm 69 years old, and I'm running out of money. When I was growing up, I never really learned about these savings plans and different ways that you could invest your money. And I kind of made the crucial mistake of banking on Social Security holding me over in my old age. It was terribly wrong.
A popular method of saving for retirement is the Roth IRA, due to the tax-exempt status on withdrawals from the account. The Roth IRA consists of investments in a multitude of media, such as stocks, bonds, or mutual funds. There is, however, a cap on the amount that can be contributed each year. Another popular and easy way to save for retirement is the 401k, a plan in which a certain amount of money is deducted from your paycheck before taxes and placed in a special account to grow tax-deferred. Many employers will also match some or all of your personal contributions. There are many ways to save for retirement, and you should talk to a financial planner to find out what may be right for you. But both of these plans are relatively hands-off and easy ways to avoid the kind of situation that Reginald found himself in. These plans also both utilize investments, an integral way to build your financial health and save money while earning returns. There are many different items in which to invest, from stocks and bonds to real estate to mutual funds. Marty Robinson is a teacher of microeconomics and a question writer for advanced placement.
Several different things. I like to have a portfolio that's diversified. So I look at manufacturers, I look at so-called industrial stocks, I look at utilities, I look like transportation, stocks in the medical industry, things that are like Kroger's and, consumer interest. Okay. I also look for the stock that I know personally, that I use, that tells me that there's something about that company and their products that I like and I assume therefore other people like. But before I make any real investment, I do a lot of research on the company. I look at their performance over the last year. I also look at the price-earnings ratio. That's the price of the stock versus the earnings of the company. And to me, that's very important. When you go to look at Facebook, the initial public offering for Facebook, it should have told people that $38 to $40 was too high because their earnings were very low with respect to the price of the stock.
Common stock is a share of ownership in an incorporated company. There are many companies that sell shares to the public, ranging widely in size, product, and a variety of other factors. When purchasing stock, one must consider the risks of purchasing stock, because money can be both made and lost in the stock market. Along with the risks, rewards, not just increasing stock value, must influence your stock decisions. Added benefits of stocks include paid dividends and buybacks offered by certain companies. Then there's bonds, James bonds. Bonds are similar to stocks and mutual funds in that they are one of the items that make up investment portfolios. However, while those deal with companies, bonds involve investing in an actual country. The better a nation is doing financially, the cheaper each bond will be, and the more likely it is that the bond will be redeemable. Bonds tend to have much lower return rates and are safer than stocks, as well as wise investments are being made. They act as a loan to a country's government. Mutual funds are a great way of diversifying your portfolio with little effort. Because diversity in stock selection helps to reduce risk, many investors choose to pool their money with other investors so that together they can purchase many stocks as a collective. When these collectives are professionally managed, they're called mutual funds. While still including some risk, they're typically safer than single stocks and have higher returns than savings accounts. Burt Lyles is an entrepreneur who's made his money through investing, but not from the stock market.
A lot of it has been outside of the stock market. It's been in real estate and in businesses. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the stock market is a good place to invest, but there are a lot of people competing, and it's hard to have a competitive edge because what's available to the public on information for each company is available to a lot of people to compete. If you invest in real estate, on the other hand, there are not many people who have the same insight or knowledge about that specific property investment because it is different. It's in a specific location. It has peculiar characteristics. So, real estate is what in economics you would call an inefficient or relatively inefficient market. That makes it great if you want to put your energy into it.
The largest investment the typical American family will make is in their home. Real estate, while maybe not what immediately comes to mind when people think of investing, is an excellent way to grow your net worth. It's extremely important that you research the specifics of your market before making any financial decisions, but here are some general guidelines. Do not overbuy too expensive of a home. Try to get a fixed-rate mortgage and then pay it off as quickly as possible to avoid paying unnecessary interest. Also, try to buy when home prices are low, so that when they inflate, you can benefit from that increased worth. Saving and investing your money is a key step to ensuring your financial security, both short-term and long-term. By saving, you can be prepared for unexpected circumstances, as well as planning for eventualities like college and retirement. The more you know, the better prepared you are, and we hope that this documentary has helped you be more prepared for the future.